He's going to bring this out.
Check 55 to Mike. Get him. 55 is Mike, guys. 55.
First down, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick six. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
No. 36. On your team.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. It never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, 62 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in a first. Murray now on first down. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Looking deep here for Ebron. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. But I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Murray going to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, hold on.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On third down, Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Samuels. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It was Minka Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check close. 6 guys.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Murray with a nice move. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go. He's checking. Omaha.
Murray now on first down. But it's caught on the right side of Snell. And down inside the 15 he goes. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he...
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive. They did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield,
We got this.
other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. After the turnover, here's Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones. To the right side to Eric Ebron. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking deep here for Ebron. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Going deep for Hopkins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Lane. Well, yeah, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this.
Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Here's a diving catch right side. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick.